So today I'm going to be talking about that a billion for the account, yo. Versace and Gucci for your body, yo, baby. I was only joking. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be talking about living within your budget. You know, how much do you earn, how much do you spend, how much do you have at the end of the month, you know, those kind of things. So I'll be giving you insights letting you know when you're living above your means. But first of all, we have to understand what living above your means actually means. Living beyond your means actually means spending more than what you can afford. I was going through Instagram, or was it Snapchat, the other day, and then I saw this quote. It was by GC or somebody, I can't really remember, but then what the quote said was that you cannot really afford something until you can buy it twice. Let's say you want a bag, and then what you have in your account is probably 20,000 naira and the bag is 15,000. What that quote is trying to imply is that you cannot really afford that bag until you probably have 30,000 in your account. So you cannot really afford something until you can pay twice for it and probably still have something left in your account. So the first sign to know that you're living beyond your means is when you do not have a spending budget. So if you are earning and then spending as it comes, you're probably paying for things that you really do not need. We have wants and we have needs as humans, so it's better to prioritize what you really need as against what you want. So if you do not have a spending budget, you would definitely spend beyond what you intend to. So it is good to have a spending budget and to know a particular amount of money that you want to spend in a month, so that you don't spend more than what you have decided you want to. So if you do not have a spending budget, there's a tendency that you are going to spend more than you intend. Second tip I have for you today is if you are living from paycheck to paycheck. And what that means is probably before the month ends, even before your next salary comes, you are finished spending the previous one and probably in debt. So if at the end of the month you do not have any money set aside from the salary you received previously, then you are living beyond your means. You should save at least 5% of your monthly income. Ideally, you're supposed to be saving 10 to 15, but then if you cannot do 10 to 15, then at least do 5. So if at the end of the month you do not have anything left from your salary, you are probably living beyond your means. If you realize you are living from paycheck to paycheck, what to do at a time like this is to decide what percentage of your salary you want to keep aside. So when your salary is paid, you set aside a certain percentage of it every single month. That way you are building up something. Another sign to know that you are living beyond your means is when you do not have an emergency fund. So if you have not been saving a certain percentage of your money, you probably do not have any money left aside for things that you cannot tell would happen to you, right? Because we are humans, we do not have control over our life, and we cannot tell what will happen tomorrow. So you need to set aside something for those things that we cannot control them. That is why I do not have sympathy for some of these celebrities. You know, they put money in our face. In fact, I believe they are even the root of our problem. They, you know, lead youths to believing that life is 30 billion for the account. Money is just there all the time, and then they spend it lavishly. They send the wrong message to young people, and then God forbid something happens to them. I'm not saying all of them live like that, but then they spend their money anyhow, and then those unforeseen circumstances hit them, and then they fall back to the public to beg for fun. And I'm like, how did this happen? You know, I cannot just understand. If you do not have an emergency fund, if you are living from paycheck to paycheck, and if you do not have at least 5% of your salary saved every month, then you are living beyond your means. So if you cannot afford your lifestyle, you are also living beyond your means. I don't even know how I want to explain this. If you are engaging in day-to-day activities that you cannot pay for, then you are living beyond your means. If you cannot afford the kind of life you are living, then you are living beyond your means. Living in an apartment that you pay heavily for, riding a car that you pay heavily for, bags, shoes, all this kind of, you know, a physical kind of lifestyle thing, and then you cannot afford to, probably you're borrowing and you're spending every single thing you earn on it, or you're doing side runs to be able to fund those kind of life, or you're probably just showing. Some people just flaunt things that belong to other people. They go to their friends and they flaunt things, you know, houses, cars, shoes, bags. They borrow all these things and then they flaunt, living the life, thinking they are living the life, but then the lifestyle is just fake. They cannot even afford to live that way. So if you are living that way, you probably are living beyond, way beyond your. What kind of life do you live? The flashy life? If you cannot afford all those things that you are showing off on Instagram, you know, the cars, the houses, the shoes, the bags, if you cannot afford to get them on your salary, then you are living beyond your means. Finance tip I have is to boost your income. You know, look for a side hustle. No matter how little it is, it goes a long way. So boost your income to be able to help, you know, with the things that you need, and to help with some of the things that you want. And if you have a side hustle that is bringing in little money to add to what you have, then you probably will be able to afford those things that you really want. So boost your income, look for a side hustle. A little goes a long way. And the most important tip of all is do not deprive yourself. It is really important you do not deprive yourself. The trick here is not to live like a life that you do not love. Is to like look for those things that you really want to do in like a cheaper way, if that makes any sense. It's just to look for the things that you want to do and look for alternative ways to do them without having to, you know, spend too much or have to borrow or go into debt doing it. You know, do you like to go out and hang out with your friends? Why not just bring them to your house? You know, you guys do a sleepover, or you know, whatever. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe. And then if you have anything at all to say, if you have comments, if you have advice, if you have contributions to make, please do that in the comment section. And if it's a question, I would get it. Hope you've enjoyed watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'll see you guys in my next video. Hope you've enjoyed watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'll see you guys. That's it, really. Body, I'll come to you. Versace and Gucci, for your body, you baby. Da do, da do, da do, gara, gara,